Good morning and welcome to the garden. Thought I would give you a little garden update. Today is Wednesday, July 8th, and whenever I come out, the animals like to sing to me, so you get to hear those too. So come right back and I'll show you around. So I am in here. This used to be our chicken coop, and now it is my trellis for the green beans. These are the purple green beans, and I have learned that they are not my favorite. They're not bad, but they're not my favorite. So I'm gonna go back to a different kind, but that's part of growing and trying new things, is finding what you like, what you don't like, and moving forward. This is another green bean, and as you can see, I've got something in here eating my leaves. But these have not started producing yet. I've got a little bud right there. But I timed everything out. I have had green beans over in that bed. They have already produced, and we've pulled those up. Next, we had the purple green beans producing. And about the time they slow down, these should start producing. And today, if I have time, I'm gonna replant the bed over there with bush beans. We've got a couple of pepper plants in here. Those ducks are just ridiculous, aren't they? Here's the tomatoes. I have some tomatoes to pick today, and probably some tomato sauce to make. Tomatoes are looking good. I started these from seeds. Most of these, a couple of them I bought, but most of them I started from seeds and they didn't do that great. So they're just now starting to produce. Here you can see my zucchini. Got a couple in there. We have just gotten loads and loads of squash and zucchini this year. Now these plants are starting to look a little bit rough. Let's see. Still got squash there. I've got patty pan squash over here, and the sun just came out and it's really bright, so I don't know if you can see, but these leaves are getting pretty light colored, so I don't know how much longer this plant will produce. But it's done really, really well. So I won't complain at all. There's one in there that didn't make it. I'm gonna knock that off. Got a couple more tomato plants back here. And looky here. Oh, there's a baby watermelon, but I don't think that's gonna make it. That's okay, we have some more blooms on there. I'd really like to grow a decent watermelon. I've grown a couple, but normally they rot or something happens. Something comes along and eats them before I can. See, these leaves are looking a little rough, but again, that's okay. I have planted some more zucchini, so it should start coming up in a couple of days. This is my huge pumpkin, the white pumpkin plant that has just gone everywhere. So it's kind of, you know, the dog days of summer right now. It's hot. Right now it's not bad. It's really overcast out, but everything is kind of struggling for water. I planted some more cucumbers because I only had one come up over there and it didn't really do much. So these have just sprouted. I planted them probably a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. They grew up quickly. Let's come over here. I have not found any more tomato worms since that one day. They showed up for one day and I got 6 of them and they have gone. This, you see the blooms everywhere? That's cantaloupe. So I'm really hoping that works out too. I've just never really had luck with melons, but I've also never planted them in the raised beds. So I'm hoping this works out. This is my loofah plant. It has some flowers on it. So I'm excited about that. This is the first year that I've planted loofah. So that will be a really cool little experiment. Let's go on back to the in-ground garden. All right, we're out at the in-ground garden. Now this green mess right here is just a little area that I tilled up this year, and mainly it has cantaloupe growing in it. I dug this up and planted sweet potatoes in here, and there are some. You can see that sweet potato and that sweet potato. There's a moringa tree right there. So it's just kind of a tangled mess, and we'll just see what happens with that. But let me show you my corn. It's probably 2-3 feet taller than I am, but the ears are not very big, and I'm a little concerned about that. We've never really had great luck growing corn, and this has been one of the best looking stands of corn that we've had. So I don't know if these ears will fill out. Y'all can tell me if you know anything about corn. Are these gonna fill out, or did we just miss out again? I don't know. So let's go down here. I planted my sunflowers really late this year because I couldn't find seeds anywhere. So there's my sunflowers. We have lots and lots of okra, and I'm hoping to get our first okra to eat this week. Let's see if I can zoom in there. We've got some flowers. We might have a few okra pods in there, but not many. Let's see. See, we've got blooms, so it won't be long. And probably in 2 weeks, I will be wishing that the okra would slow down, because we have 5 rows of okra. And if you've grown okra, you know it's pretty prolific, and we will have okra coming out of our ears, but that's okay, we like it. Another sunflower. And this is our sorghum. It's looking really good. It's just sorghum in the front. We have corn back behind it. We planted this corn about 2 or 3 weeks after the corn that I just showed you. And down at the base, we have green beans planted. We have butter beans on some of the rows. So I've got to go in and plant or pick green beans today. Look at this row. It's awful. This is where I had the waterer set up. Both of them were in this row. And between watering and the rain, it's been too muddy for me to get in there and do anything. See, I've cleaned out this one. Down at that end, it was still muddy. I'll see if I can zoom in and show you. It's still muddy down there, but I was able to run the tiller through some of it, and I did a lot of this by hand, just cleaning out. So I'm hoping that maybe if it doesn't rain today, I will be able to go in and clean out this row. But that's the garden. I'm gonna get to picking before it's 1,000 degrees out here, and I'm hoping to pick some blueberries today. Our neighbor is letting us pick his blueberries. He doesn't want them this year, and we picked 2 gallons day before yesterday and just didn't even scratch the surface. But it's just so hot, it's hard to go out. And I'm trying to keep up my workouts in the morning, so I usually get up early and work out for an hour, and it's hard to work out and then come outside in the heat, but I guess I'm gonna have to do it. So I'm gonna get busy. Hope you guys enjoyed the update, and we'll see you next time.